thoughts on the upcoming Pokemon game, which we all know as Pokemon Legends ZA. We've gotten 2 bits of information about this game so far, of course those bits coming from the previous Pokemon Presents and Nintendo Direct. Pokemon Legends ZA is interesting to me because it's not at all like its previous title in the Legends series, Legends Arceus. It's instead set specifically in Lavarre City of the Kalos region, which is the region you play through in Pokemon X&Y, but from what we know it's just the city, so basically almost like Pokemon's own GTA, but at least GTA has different areas outside of its main city to explore. I'm not sure how I feel about it being just in Lavarre City, because it feels like it'll get old pretty quickly if you're just stuck there. But hopefully with the new roof aspects there will be some sort of exploration outside of its streets and alleys. And who knows, maybe there is some sort of underground exploration they have yet to reveal. From the Nintendo Direct, we now know the ZA in the game's title is now a reference to the battle system in the game, which will be a part of the main story of the whole game where you need to rank from the bottom rank, which is Z, and the way to rank A. It probably also is sort of a double meaning, standing for Zygarde of course, but obviously the letter A stands no reference to Zygarde as of now. From this battle mechanic alone, it seems like this game is different from Legends Arceus in the fact that you will have to be battling a lot instead of catching Pokemon a lot. From an outside perspective and not knowing what this game is going to be like, just like everyone else, I do like that it's trying to be different from previous titles, but I also don't know how I feel about the Battle Royale mechanic either. Going from what I know of Pokemon, which is about the Pokemon and exploration, to a game that is set on telling a story forcing you into grinding out battles, makes it seem like this game is going to have long times where you're just doing nothing but battling depending on how they decide to do the story beats. Speaking about battles though, the new anime styled battles are interesting and hopefully they'll play better than they look. I like how they are way more realistic, every Pokemon now touches their opponent when using a physical move, and the animations are way better too. I do like the idea of bringing back Megas, and I do hope there are way more added to this game. I really hope they add Megas for the original Kalos starter trio and the legendaries, and finally one for Flygon like they planned back then. Graphically speaking, it is definitely a Switch Pokemon game, and at this point I come to expect all Pokemon games coming from Game Freak on the Switch to look like they came from 2 to 3 console generations prior. The minimum I could say for this game is that it looks slightly better than Scarlet and Violet, and that's it. I do hope the game is way better performance-wise though, because otherwise how are you going to have a game that literally only takes place in a single city be laggy? For other things I wish to return, I hope all the cafes and the random stores situated in the original Lavarre City of XY make a return, because I did think it was funny having a cafe pretty much on every corner of the city. I did wish the game was more akin to a remake of X&Y, but maybe we just haven't gotten to that point in time yet. Who knows, maybe we'll be getting an HD remaster of the original soon enough. Another hope of mine is that the game releases closer to December and not in the middle of the year, because I do want this game to have as much time as possible in the oven. Anyways, that's pretty much all my thoughts on the game so far. The game looks decent so far, but I hope as we travel further into the year, the game will start looking far better in terms of both gameplay and graphics. That's about it. See ya.